down. And the last thing I want to tell you, and I think you guys are aware of this because of the York University, and I professor in your university, and what's happening in the university because of the orange guy. They want to come to Europe, and they've been invited from a lot of European countries, the higher Yes, you know, so half of Europe is inviting them. You know, the only country that didn't invite anybody, that's Italy. Italy, of course. So there you go.
Which is so sad because you have such great academic.
It's sad because Italy is plunging back into the Middle Ages.
Direction.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was your voice. You need to
I would try to be a little bit, to carry a little bit more fun, but you know, if I'm not here, because I'm really not on Clubhouse, I just cut off and travel in and whatever do my thing.
All right, thanks, Liz.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we are definitely at the top of the hour. So what I'm going to do is sort of see who wants to do a closing comment, pearls of wisdom, and we'll sort of do it popcorn. Anybody want to go first? David, did you have any closing comment, pearls of wisdom? Oh, Moose, why don't you go, Moose?
Thanks. Yeah, I'll keep it short. It's I don't know if it's pearls of wisdom or just more awareness, but I just saw a headline and skimmed through the article. A 37-year-old professor in Camarillo, California, was abducted by ICE for having the audacity to protest. It was a cannabis raid, a cannabis farm raid.
Oh,
They were using the ICE agents were using tear gas, and this professor had, one of the tear gas canisters landed near a protester in a wheelchair, and so this professor had the audacity to try to run to the aid of this handicapped protester, and at that point he was abducted. The ICE agents were masked. They threw him in an unmarked vehicle, and he's still missing.
That is so fucked up. It's crazy. Well, thanks for the. I did hear a little bit about that. That's outrageous. Anyway, let's go to Andrew. Did you have any closing comment, pearls of wisdom?
Yeah, quickly. I read an article this morning. It was about ChatGPT. Microsoft Copilot had gone up against Atari 2600 replica chests, and both of them failed miserably. Can't do chess, and so then they went up against Gemini, and Gemini asked the person, was there anything? Well, first it said, "I'll kill you, I'll kill it."
Well, yeah,
because
they've learned that from
multimodal LLM or whatever. And then it asked, "Is there anything that you found really significant in your other two competitions?" And the guy responded, "Yeah, both of them said they'd kill it." And then Gemini said, "Yes, you're right. I won't be able to beat Atari 2600." So it declined to play. So there you go.
Wow, Atari 2600, a blast from the past. Thank you, Andrew. All right, let's go closing comment. Ken, do you have a closing comment?
Well, yeah, I actually thought you guys would talk about this because it's probably the number one issue that's being spoken about, at least in the United States today on domestic politics, is the Supreme Court ruling regarding allowing Trump to fire all these employees, particularly in the Department of Education. So what really is interesting about this is that the Department of Education, which every Republican president has wanted to dismantle, not just Trump, which is only to the people who don't know, it's only existed since the Carter administration. They used to,
was it started during Nixon? Nixon started
under Carter. It was under Carter. And to be very blunt about it, it was Jimmy Carter's payoff to the NEA. That's what that was. Okay, but it used to be part of something called HEW, which was Health, Education, and Welfare. Most of HEW is now HHS, so now education's separate, right? So he's not technically allowed to actually close down the department because it was created by Congress.